I'm Sean Watson, and with living in the galaxy came grave danger. If you weren't pulled into the mouth of a hungry sarlacc, starved to death as a result of a separatist blockade, or severed in half by a seismic charge, you face the unavoidable risk of the deadliest weapon in the galaxy that was capable of destroying an entire planet with a working range of 420 million kilometers. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this videographic evidence here. The Death Star's Superlaser. This was a laser-based superweapon belonging as the primary weapon of the Death Star battle stations. The Superlaser was a device that merged several separate superlaser beams into a single, exceedingly powerful beam. When living on a peaceful planet, nicely settled into your Alderaanian stoned home, munching into a shorter club sandwich to the tune of the Max Rebo Band's latest album, it was often very easy to forget the limitless danger that lurked hundreds of thousands of miles away. Take Alderaan for example. Known as the peaceful world, it was unassumingly destroyed, all to make a political point to the rest of the galaxy that no one should mess with the Empire. No one saw it coming, and because no one was safe with the existence of the Death Star Superlaser, today I'm going to be teaching you the 5 must-knows for surviving a Death Star Superlaser strike. I have heard people say it is impossible to survive a Superlaser strike, and that is just separatist nonsense. First step, know the signs. As the destruction of Alderaan shows us, it can be very difficult to prepare for such a catastrophic disaster, but despite this, there are some signs. When sitting inside close to a window or standing outside participating in recreational activities, pay constant attention to the colouring of the sky. What colour is it? Are you noticing a reddish or greeny tinge? And if so, is this colouring getting brighter and more visible? Well, this could likely mean the Death Star has just fired a superlaser on course to your planet. And looking at this colour gradient, I think it's pretty clear that it has. Now that we've seen the sign, it's important to know not to panic. Panicking can cloud your train of thought and stop you from being able to respond effectively to the pending danger. We will now cross over to an expert in our studio to explain what panicking does.
As we can see here, the sky is going red and everyone here is seeing the impending destruction. But as you can see, they are not implementing the 5 steps spoken about in this video. They are letting fear and angst overtake them and living their final moments in fear and in anticipation of the massacre that will now follow. And as Yoda says, fear leads to
anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering.
Thanks, Levi. Very helpful. Okay, so take 2 deep breaths in and out, and close your eyes for 3 seconds. Okay, now that we're calm, let's carry out the next steps before it strikes. Step 2. If you're outside like me, the next step is to find the nearest entry point to get inside a building. Because remember, my friends, time is not on your side. So I'm going to calmly proceed to the nearest entry point. Okay, this entry point happens to be locked, so I'm going to resort to a plan B and find the next entry point. And if that entry point is also locked, then run around the dang house until you can pinpoint a door or window that will get you inside. Step 3. Now that we're inside, it is paramount that you drop to your hands and knees and crawl to the nearest doorpost, which I cannot emphasize enough. Bear in mind as you do this to continuously monitor the color gradient of the sky. If it is getting brighter outside, then carry out these steps at a faster speed. Now we're at this doorpost
it is important that you cower into a fetal position.
with your body crouched over like this and your hands over your head covering it. This will cushion the blow of any falling debris and potential lacerations to your head.
Now that we're in this position, you'll probably most likely hear that the laser is getting closer. The ground will start to rumble and there will be a really loud rumbling sound that will cause ringing in your ears. This is the sign that the laser is moments from impact. Step 4 is to remain in the same cowled position, and it is important that you remain calm. So without this doorpost, you'll most likely see